Today we are showing you how to make slow cooker Fiesta lime chicken.
Oh, having a whole lot of fun. 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy and my beautiful wife. And we are cooking up dishes from my beautiful wife's cooking blog, which is recipes.crock.com. And today we are going to be making a low-carb Fiesta lime chicken. Good stuff, super good stuff. A little more steps than some of the normal easier recipes we do, but sometimes it's those extra steps that makes things extra good. And this is one of them. And what you're going to need for this following wonderful recipe are the following ingredients. You need 3 pounds of chicken, boneless, skinless chicken. We are thigh people around here. If you want to use breasts, you can. We're not going to tell you how it turns out because we like thighs. I'm a thigh guy.
It'll just cook. It may cook a little less. And you don't want to dry it out.
No, you don't want.
So
nobody likes dry chicken.
Yeah.
Except maybe a wet chicken, and you know. But anyway, let's go on. Chicken thighs, 3 pounds. You want 1 cup of chicken broth. You want a 1/3 cup of. I started to say teriyaki sauce because I get them screwed up all the time. No teriyaki sauce. This is more of a southwestern dish, not an Asian dish. You want soy sauce. You also want 3 tablespoons of your sweetener, artificial sweetener of choice. Let's say you don't want to go low carb, make that sugar. You can do that too. But this is an artificial sweetener that we use, which is sucrin, I believe.
Sucrin, not saccharin.
Not saccharin.
Sucrin.
Sucrin.
It's in our Amazon shop down below.
Go down below.
You can see it.
Go shopping.
Yeah.
We like that. You also want to have 3 cloves of minced garlic. We use freeze-dried minced garlic, so I used about 3 teaspoons of it. You want 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. You want a little bit of salt just to flavor it, however much you want on that. You want 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ginger. This was freshly grated just a little bit ago. And so, talking about Asian stuff.
Did you show them the thing that you grated it with?
No, you want me to?
Where is it? Is it in the dishwasher?
Oh, great. It's right here.
Oh.
It's dirty, but I use this little microplaner.
Yep.
You can use a grater, you can do whatever. Whatever works, whatever's greater. But I'm telling you right now, because I like ginger, whenever Addie and I go out on daddy-daughter dates, you know, we go and we have sushi. And I love the ginger that comes with it, you know, kind of cleans the palate. It's good for digestion. And frankly, it just tastes good. Guess what? I learned it's pickled ginger when you go to the Asian restaurant because I snipped off a little piece and chewed on it. And let's just say this is going to add the heat to your dish right here.
If you do not want to have to grate your own and buy the root and all of that, they also usually in the refrigerated section with all the vegetables, they usually have like a little paste tube that you can just get it.
And that's all it does.
Grated.
This microplaner turn it into a little paste. It doesn't take much to get a 1/4 teaspoon, but a 1/4 teaspoon will add lots of flavor. It's very aromatic. It's got a sweet smell, which is what throws you off when you go to pop that in your mouth. But it's really, really good. And then also you want the zest of 1 lime, if you want to. That's an optional thing. And then you also want the juice of 4 limes. I just say this because
you want to zest it before you juice it.
Yeah.
Because that makes it easier.
And I just mix the zest in with the juices there.
You can use that same tool to just scrape the skin off of 1 lime into the juice. It just makes it have a more lime flavor.
Yeah, the zest of the lime, just the green on the outside. Don't get into the pith, the white stuff. But the green, it's got all the oils from the lime in it, and it adds a lot of flavor and aromatics.
If you don't want to do that.
You don't have to, but do it. It's really good. So I'm going to put this together while Cris tells you a story.
So Fiesta lime chicken, we are doing this because one of my girlfriends, hi Rachel, said she was looking all over the website for the video for this when she wanted to make it for her family and then realized there wasn't a video. So we decided we'd do a video because it is a little bit more of a complicated recipe. But this recipe has a marinade, so this isn't what we're going to cook. We're going to put this all together. You can do it the night before if you want to, or you can do it just an hour before you want to put it on to cook.
But give it at least an hour.
You want to put everything in a container that has a lid that you can put in your refrigerator for at least an hour up to overnight. Either way. So, but this comes from a really great cookbook, also in our influencer shop by Maria Emmerich, and it's Keto Restaurant Favorites. If you've been following our low carb recipes, you've seen me convert some of her recipes from her Comfort Foods cookbook, which I really love. So I really love her series of cookbooks. But so we took the Fiesta lime chicken from here and adapted it a little bit, and then adapted it a lot to make it a slow cooker recipe for this house. But it's very good. You could even do this marinade if you wanted, and if you didn't want to do slow cooker, this would be a very yummy marinade to toss on the grill too. So
I got it put together. Make sure you put it in an airtight container because there's one more step.
yes, you're gonna
Shake the chicken.
And that's going to make sure that all of that chicken gets covered with all of that stuff, like the garlic and the broth and the soy sauce and the ginger and the salt and the lime and the zest of the lime.
And that is all you need to do. So we're going to let this sit for at least an hour or up to overnight. The longer that you soak it, the more concentrated that flavor is going to be inside that chicken. So we'll come back in the snap of a finger. Could be an hour, could be overnight. You'll never know. But we'll come back and we'll show you the next steps to cook this wonderful chicken. In 3, 2, 1. And now it has been about 3.5 hours is how long that we let this marinate. And yep, still shook up real good. So let's pop her open and take a look at the chicken. I'll show it to you right here. If you look, you'll see that the chicken is starting to brown, and that's all that soy sauce and everything that's soaked down into the chicken. That acid from the limes is going to be really good for that.
Do you have the thingies?
The thingies? The tongs? No. Because...
Who prepared this
well,
set?
it's not the only dish that I've cooked today, and I forgot to wash them.
Oh, so they're not clean.
There might be... Oh, right there.
Let me guess, because you're going to clean that up later.
It's not later enough. Right there on the edge, you got the grill tongs right there. You could use those. See the great big silver ones? That's all we got. I promise I will eventually someday do the dishes. It's just not right now. There we go. Besides, we're doing this manly.
Oh my gosh.
So you want to take and put your chicken down in your slow cooker. You don't need the liquid. The liquid is in the chicken, and a lot of that liquid is going to cook out of the chicken, which you will then remove later.
We just want the flavor. We don't want...
It's a marinade.
Yes.
So it's just going to soak in that flavor, get what it can out of it, and trust me, woo,
because otherwise...
you can smell that.
Yeah. So, yeah. You don't want it to boil in all of that.
No.
It's going to release its own juices, and that's plenty of liquid.
Yep. Oh, trust me. There's plenty of liquid in here.
It smells so good.
That I could smell the garlic in that, along with the lime.
No, don't get it close to you.
That smells good. That is going to be... I'm going to get these last little pieces of chicken there. I don't want anything to go to waste. And there we go. And simply put a lid on it. Go ahead. I'll let you do that while I do the dishes. And now you want to cook this. I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
I forgot how long I'm supposed to cook.
On low for 4 hours, I bet.
Why didn't you say that before? I had to go over there and check it out. You just could have told me it's your recipe. You want to cook this on low for 4 to 6 hours until the chicken is fork tender. These are thighs. It won't take nearly as long as it will breasts, I wouldn't think.
No, breasts will take less.
These are thighs, so they'll take a little bit longer than breast will, I think. But we're going to cook ours on low for 4 to 6 hours, and when that chicken is done, we will come back in a snap and show you the next step.
And we're going to clean all this up.
Oh, yeah, we're doing it.
Not later.
No. We're going to clean this up, and we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. And our chicken is done. And I'm telling you what, this kitchen smells really good right now.
Yes.
That smells good. So now what you want to do, once your chicken is done, is you want to get rid of those juices. You've cooked the chicken down in the juices. The juices are no longer needed for the rest of this recipe. So I'm going to play this smart. How am I going to do this?
You're gonna drain.
I'm going to play it smart. I don't know how to play it smart.
You're gonna drain that. While you're draining that, I'm gonna make the yummy sauce that we're gonna put on there.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chicken out.
Okay. So
And put it in my colander.
Okay. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of broth to a mixing bowl with a cup of mayo. And so I'm putting that in. And to that, I'm adding a cup of sour cream. There is a blog post with all of these ingredients, so don't get
Yep. Down in the description below, we always put the recipe down there right underneath the description.
the link to the recipe. Yes. And then this is a 1/2 cup of salsa, correct?
Uh-huh.
1/2 cup of salsa.
Close enough to it anyway.
And then I don't know what measurements we have for the cumin and
You need
everything
1
else.
teaspoon of cumin and 1 teaspoon of parsley.
I seriously only put a teaspoon of cumin in here.
I don't know what was wrong with you in this recipe.
I can't believe that.
So,
I'm tempted to
just
not.
gonna get rid of these juices and hopefully not spill them on the floor because that will get me in trouble.
And how much of the Cajun seasoning?
That is to your liking. Usually, I mean, you put in there, around a teaspoon. It's up to y'all. If you like it a little hotter, don't forget you got some ginger in there too.
Yeah.
So that's going to add some heat. You're also going to add some hot sauce, so that's going to add some heat. If you like it a little spicy, I know I do, then go nuts.
Yeah.
Just don't blame me when you burn your tongue.
So you're returning this to the slow cooker. I put quite a bit of hot sauce in there, just that this might be a little warm.
Yay.
So we're just going to warm up. We're just getting the sauce warm.
Yeah.
So
you got all your spices in there now?
yes.
Yep, all you got to do is stir that up. Just kind of get it mixed and blended well together. And then that will go directly on top
Why don't you
of your chicken.
You need to plug your
Oh,
Ninja
I
back
do.
in.
Plug it in the Ninja. We've been cooking all kinds of recipes today. We've been swapping slow cookers in and out, so we're a
Okay.
little crazy right now.
So this yummy sauce just pours all over the top.
Right over the top of your chicken, just like that. You got some red from the hot sauce. You got some green from the parsley. Almost looks like something you should make for Christmas. It's going to feel like Christmas when I eat this. I know that. Delish. That looks good just the way it is.
Get it nice and coated.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
does it have the heat? I
It's
kind of
got-
went a little crazy.
It's got a little bit of heat to it, but not like, it doesn't make you wince.
Yeah.
But it's just got so much flavor. If you see the camera shaking, the cat has decided he's going to rub up against the stand. So bear with us.
Our animals, I tell ya. Okay.
Kind of all I want to do is make sure all that chicken gets coated just like that, and fling it everywhere.
All
We
right.
really get into our work.
And then we're going to top it with a cup of shredded cheese.
Yep,
We
yep.
have a cup of sharp cheddar. Ooh, oopsie. Just
We have a clump of sharp cheddar.
just to get that nice, a nice cheesy topping to it. Okay.
Now I'm gonna throw the lid back on this.
Yes. Now, if you have a Ninja, you could pop this onto the stovetop setting to heat it very quickly.
Which is what we're gonna do.
So that we can do this. Or honestly, on high for a regular slow cooker, also we'll probably melt it in about 10-15 minutes.
It's not gonna take long.
Yeah.
In fact, it's gonna take us the snap of a finger to clean this up and show you what this looks like when we finally get to eat it in 3, 2, 1. And it's only been a couple, maybe 3 minutes since we put this on our high setting on our Ninja. And I tell you right now, it's done. Look at that melted cheese. Look at that bubbly action going on.
I am super excited.
You see her doing one of these? She does what I do whenever it's time to eat.
This is one of my current, favorites.
I'm going to get this one right here because it is
I have
super
been
covered in cheese.
very much looking forward to this.
Now, we got rid of all that liquid, and then we got rid of all that liquid.
Well, that's because you want the sauce
Yes,
to be
you want the
super
sauce.
creamy.
And the longer you were to let this go, the thicker it's going to get.
Well, and you don't want to leave that that liquid
that's
in there,
good.
or it's gonna dilute your creamy sauce, and you want this to have the flavor that it has.
I'm going to give it the cut test. These are thighs. Thighs should come out real tender. I should be able to put my fork right through it. Honey, since you've been so excited.
Oh, you're gonna let
I'm
me
gonna let you
taste
take
it
the first bite.
Yes.
While I shut
need
my
a-
slow cooker off and not burn my chicken.
I need a little bit smaller bite than what you had.
Oh, well here, let me grab this fork and I'll try this one.
There we go.
Oh, I got a tomato from that salsa.
I love this.
Did you tell them about the lime?
Oh, that's also, it's very important.
You can garnish this with lime, little spritzer over the
Yes,
top.
that
just to give
makes
it a little more
it even
vicinity.
better. I love it. So just take little wedges of lime and serve it with them and squirt it over the top, and it gives it another little flavor. Did you burn yourself or are you just that excited?
I am in a state of euphoria.
Yes, the lime.
Yeah, put some lime on
Don't
top of
forget
that.
the lime.
Alright, so you got the creaminess from the sour cream as well as the mayonnaise, and then you mix that with all those flavors. The cumin, you get more smoky flavor that comes with it. The lime that was already cooked in with the garlic, and also with that ginger adds just a little bit of a sweetness to it, and again, it's got some heat. But just a little, not a lot. Don't freak out over that. Don't eat the ginger raw. I'm telling you right now, it's not a good idea. But in that, it's perfect. It's salty enough for sure, and then that lime over the top of it. You just keep eating. I'm talking about this. The lime gives it that acidic flavor, and then of course you added the hot sauce, and we added some slap your mama to it, so it's got a little bit of Cajun. Those Cajun flavors, and it gives it spiciness. It's not burn your face off hot. It's just got a little heat behind it.
Yes, this does have multiple steps, so
Yes.
that does make it what could be a little less easy. But each step isn't that difficult, and it
Break
is
it down.
so
Break it down.
so worth it.
Oh, dude.
Yes. This, you could eat it like we are right now, just like this. If you're going low
Here,
carb,
you want a bite? You want a bite? You want some?
you could eat this over rice cauliflower, or it would go good. I would eat it with broccoli. I just eat it like this too. This is.
Or if you're not going low
totally
carb, eat it with rice.
good. Yeah, I would.
Because you
totally
get all the
serve it.
carbs out of this.
Or you could serve it with zucchini noodles, or if you like
Oh.
pasta, you could have it with pasta.
That would go good over zoodles.
Yeah,
Dude, good job right here.
I love this recipe, and so we need to wrap this up so
Yes.
I can have some.
She's really chomping at the bit. So you go ahead while I say thank you again for watching another episode of Cooking Chris's Dishes with my beautiful wife. And if you like what you saw here, give us a thumbs up down below. And if you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, click the little subscribe button down below, and boom, you're a member of the Crock Posse. Also click the little bell next to it. What do we call that bell?
The ding-a-ling.
And if you click that little ding-a-ling, it will tell you every time that we put up a new video, and also whatever you do. Laugh often
Eat good food.
and speak life.
Bye, guys.
See y'all on.
That is swaying.
Oh,
The camera guy or the editing guy get really mad about that.
that's as good as it's gonna get. That's as good as it gets.
Ah!
In 3, 2, 1. Shh. We're taping. This is Fiesta Lime Chicken Act 2, Scene 1. The romance.
No.
Ole.
No. 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 I would kiss you, but then you would put it in there, and I don't like it when you put that in there. I'm really excited.
Fiesta Lime Chicken, the finale. In 3, 2. Get out of my kitchen! If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the page